What's going on, everybody? This is a how-to guide to beat Left 4 Dead 2's hardest achievement, the real deal. Let's get into the video. Hey, what's going on? So my name is Mason. This is my first YouTube video ever, and basically what I want to do with this video today is I want to try to create a guide for the Parish campaign, so you can be able to beat it on Realism Expert. By doing this, you unlock the hardest achievement of the game. It took me personally 10 hours and 17 minutes, and I died 136 times. So hopefully, if you watch this video, it could take you 5 hours instead of 10. You can learn from my mistakes. And before I do get into my gameplay, I do want to shout out this YouTuber named Comchick. They are a very talented speedrunner, and I use their videos as like help personally for understanding map layout, and I almost copied them exactly on the bridge level, which I will show you how to speedrun that one, but I wouldn't really suggest speedrunning every level. I think you'll actually beat the game faster, with, just doing it following my guide. I'm not the best player, but I do think that, with this guide, you'll see I'll make a lot of mistakes that, a lot of other people won't make. But, in order to get this hardest achievement, it's not necessarily about being the best player. It's about staying patient and retrying levels. And, you only have to get lucky once to get through the level. And I'm hoping that, right now the achievement, only like 2% of people have the achievement in the game, and hopefully with this, if people use this as a good guide, if I can do it, we can probably get that number up to like 6-7% of people. And I know I picked the campaign with the most levels. Like, this has 5 levels compared to other campaigns that have like 3, but I really do think this is the best level to get the achievement because of the ending. Like, it has one of the more easier endings of the game. Now, levels 3 and 4, you're gonna fucking hate your life, but for like this level 1 and then the 5th level, which is the bridge. Like, right now we're on Waterfront. When we get to the bridge, like, those are almost like, these are almost gonna be like, right? So we gotten into the first level already. I should have already been talking about it, but it's all right. So this first level is not going to have any witches or any tanks, right? So you're going to be able to beat this level without my help, 100%. Like, you can probably beat every level without my help, but it's about the speed of getting through. So my one critique for this level that I didn't do is I should be using the shotgun. I think the shotgun, if you're going to try to beat a campaign on realism, like, the shotgun is the best thing to do it, because this game focuses on headshots. With shotguns, if you hit them in the head, it's a one-shot kill. Whereas I used the machine gun because, I had only had the game like a week and a half before trying to beat this. And when I was doing this level 1, I haven't watched any YouTube videos, and I wasn't even really sure of the map layout, right? So all this is level 1 mistakes that I completely fixed for the rest of the game, that I'm hoping that if you're just starting right now and you're clicking ahead to watch this first one, the first thing I would suggest is watch this video, watch Comchick's video, really understand your map, maybe even play through the whole campaign on easy mode, so you have a better understanding like of where like extra med kits, medicines, pipe bombs, all that are. And then for the only other thing I would have to say about this level is that you want to make sure when you're finishing the level, you don't have to have a health pack, but you want your health to be high. Like, you want your health to be like 70-80%, or you're better off turning around, shooting your teammates, and starting over. Because you can really set yourself up for failure if, like, you go down early, revive yourself, get to the end, and you only have like 13 health. When you go to the next room, like, you're gonna have to use your health pack, and you're gonna start the level without a health pack. And you're like, the game's already this hard, you want to give yourself every advantage that you can. So just kind of keep that in mind. if you get towards the end of this level and you're about to walk through the safe door and you look down and you say, hey, my health is at 33%, like I got through this, you know, in like 2 tries or 3 tries, like maybe turn around, shoot your teammates, start over, and, you know, just kind of walk through more diligently and make sure you get to, you know, the safe room with a good amount of health. Another thing too, like a lot of this stuff is not exactly true for this first level, right? Because there's no tanks, no witches, like, but some things that are true is like you want your pace to be on the go. You want to be go go go, like, because the hordes, like, you can't get to an area, clear the area, and then loot it for 30 minutes. It's not that type of game, right? You're going to have waves of zombie hordes, and when that wave ends, you want to heal up real quick and get your ass moving, right? Because if you wait around too long, another horde's going to spawn with like 3 or 4 special infected, and you know, it's just looking from it, like, let's just say like a statistics standpoint, like, you statistically will have more health at the end the less zombies you fight, right? So the faster you can move through, you want to have like the speedrunner's mindset, but you don't want to go fast to outrun your teammates or to get far enough where you're fighting all these special infected alone. Like, if you want to be a speedrunner, I think probably just this is probably your first step to getting to that, is beating the campaign on Realism Expert to get the real deal achievement.
Don't shoot that car.
Because after that, you already know what it's like to beat the campaign. Now you can figure out how to get into levels faster. Me personally, I don't really want to do speedrunning. I'm more like into like getting hard achievements. I may be like 100% in the game. And so, you know, I think this is great. Like, if you are looking for a video game to work hard and 100% at to get all the achievements, like, this is a great game, because, you know, you go in and you get the real deal achievement first. Like, that's the hardest one. You get it out of the way. Now you can like continue to go through. Like, if you do all the easy achievements first and then you try to do the real deal, like, I don't want you to get discouraged. Like, it's better to start off with the strongest thing and then, you know, work your way down the list. Funny thing about this level is so every level you're seeing, so right now we get into the second one, right? This is going to be the level called the park. Basically, I forgot to pick up my health kit. I've been playing probably, I played this level for a few hours, and it's just like trying the same level over and over and over again. And, you know, sometimes you just kind of get tired, or you know, you just, it slips your mind. I forgot to grab my health kit, right? So, and I still beat the level. So it's kind of ironic. I played this for so long, and the one time I beat the level, I forgot the health kit. And, you know, if I can beat the level with forgetting my health kit, well, then I'm pretty sure you can do it too, because I'm not that great of a player, right? Like, I have good aim and everything, but when it comes to like online multiplayer, online shooters, like, I'm not gonna ever be like the best top 100 in the world, right? So like, you don't have to be a super experienced, a super great gamer to beat this. But anyways, getting into the gameplay. I started off with the pipe bomb to kind of clear those initial zombies, and I'm basically trying to hustle to get to the other side of this. And at this, I get a very lucky spawn of witches and tanks. So this whole level, I didn't get a single tank. Whereas, you know, and usually you'd have a witch or a tank by now. I don't know why I didn't. Every now and then you'll have a game like this, and I mean, count it as a blessing. Run forward fast, you know, cover as much space as you can. You know, if you don't have witches or tanks to slow you down, try to clear the hordes and get through fast to keep you and your teammates' health high up, face less zombies. You know, I think you'll see with, for levels 2, 3, and 4, the ones that I actually beat the levels is when I was, you know, I had the best spawn case scenarios. And I'm gonna keep pushing on to be like, look, if a tank spawns or something and you get your ass kicked early, still try to like beat the level. There's many times that would happen to me, or a tank would spawn halfway through, and I'd just say, screw it, I'm going to try to speed run the rest of the way. But you know, whenever you do get the perfect spawns, don't take it lightly. Try twice as hard and make sure you're protecting your teammates, especially on this level.
There's the freeway.
You know, this guide is obviously with no friends. As bad as this sounds, I wouldn't suggest doing the real deal achievement with friends, especially because when you get to the bridge, you have to make it to the helicopter to get the achievement. So if you're playing with 4 friends and y'all grind through the whole campaign, only I make it to the helicopter, only I get the achievement, and your friends are gonna be pissed, right? Like, if you're gonna play with friends, just play with one.
This city.
And another reason you just want to play with one is because the AIs are way better about picking you up when you're fighting with the horde. And so here again, like, you're 90% of the time you're gonna have a tank or witch in that courtyard we just ran through to get to this door. I don't know why. No tanker witch in the first part, no tanker witch right there. Hey man, I'm having a lucky game. Fuck it, lock it in, you know. Now, I'm normally always, like, for the rest of this campaign, or I'm always talking about pace of play, right? Like, you don't want to wait too long. When it comes to in here, you can take your time in here, right? Because the only thing that can get into that room is a tank. The other special infected can try to come through that top window, but as long as you know that and you're looking up, you can, you know, basically monitor that window. And I usually kind of wait till I kill like 2 or 3 special infected in a row, and that's when I go. Now, this part right here, right, I'm going fast, right? But the only reason I'm going fast and kind of treating it like a speed run is because Rochelle, Ellis, and Coach are all over 50%. I know when they are not slowed down because of their health, they can keep up with me for going fast. And then here's another great example of why you always keep a melee weapon on you. So I'm trying to run through fast, right? I get caught. It happens, right? Get your ass to a corner, back to a wall, so start swinging your melee weapon. Like, it'll save your ass more than not. You can't do that with double pistols. You can maybe manage that situation with a shotgun, but I just find it easier if you just shove twice, get to a corner, start swinging that machete, and you give yourself a chance to rebound and still keep a good amount of life. Now, in this decision, I was going to stay back in that corner and use my health pack, but I saw that there wasn't a lot of zombies in front of me, so I made the run for the deactivate the alarm, right? And so situationally, I know I just killed a smoker, so I'm going to go over here on the corner of this fence and clear out the rest of these zombies. I'm not really worried about a smoker pulling me down. I can kind of worry about a jockey hopping up there, but odds are you're going to hear and see and be able to shoot the jockey before it gets to you on the fence and jump up there, right? So basically what you were waiting for is for that door to open. The door opens, right? So I was going to try to make a run over there. It was probably a little too early to leave. I think I was a little impatient. I got a little excited. So I get into this corner, I'm waiting. I look back, I see Ellis is down. I'm worried, but I know I'm very close to the end. And to be honest with you, because I haven't had any witches or tanks at this point, I'm 100% expecting a tank as soon as I go through these doors over here to the left, right? But, God willing, I got a witch, right? But even if you do get a tank, like, look at my health. My health is at 61, so I got a lot of speed, right? If a tank spawns right here, you hook it to the left. And you're going to basically want to juke out that tank. You're going to get it to want to come all the way to behind the buses. You'll take off running around the buses and make a beeline for the safe room, right? Like, if you get towards the end of the game, or even like 60% pass and a tank spawns, me personally, I always just tried to speed run, because I feel like you have a better chance of that than to actually fight the tank, right? Because you're going to get really frustrated with your AI teammates when they fight the tank, because they're going to literally go walk right in front of it and stand on it and get punched. Like, it doesn't make any sense, whatever, it's nothing you can do about it. Like, and then also when you get to the end of these levels, heal yourself closer towards the door or facing the door, because see how she opened that up right there? there's a big horde or whatever, they can run in on you like that. I don't know why I wasn't really paying that much attention, but close the door, like, you're not worried about it. I think even at the end of this, I kill Coach because his health is under 50%. And if they die in the round, they respond the next round, they're gonna have 50 health, right? So they're honestly better off being dead. So I closed the door. Really, at this point, I should have just been shooting through the door because you can, but I didn't. I waited forever, making this video forever. Sorry, guys.
Get inside.
And I would say even this situation, I should be closing it right here.
Everyone in here.
Like, I shouldn't even be peeking out, right? Like, why risk? I see Coach right there. You know, I should have just started shooting and killing him right there. I heard a hunter. Like, just shoot, kill, close. You know, close the door, shoot through the door.
Hey, well, close that door now.
Yeah, that's probably too risky. It never happened to me, but I mean, God forbid if you work that hard and you're working on a level for so many hours, and you know the horde and the special effect could get you while you're in the safe room. You know. Also, if you can ever get this shotgun, it's the best shotgun in the game. This level, I was trying to just get to the front part, right? So, up here, as soon as you go right, it's either going to be a witch or a tank. And to be honest with you, I was just kind of lucky again. Witch is not a big deal. You can always avoid the witch at this part. So I'm not really too worried about a witch, and you shouldn't be either. The tank's kind of hard. You can kill the tank in this level at the first part and still almost get to the end, because I did. So a tank's not a death sentence at that first part. The worst time to have a tank is in the middle of the game, to be honest with you, because you have the decision to make. You got to fight the tank right there, or you got to try to speedrun to the end. Always chose the speedrunning route. It didn't really work for me except for on the bridge. So, and now, so coming through here, sometimes there's a smoker on the roof. It seems like there's always a smoker or a spitter. I don't know if it'll be different in your game. And you know, it's all fun, but like my pace of play is getting slowed down, right? And so another, you know, you gotta wait out the hordes. If you're, and you look, I'm making a lot of mistakes, right? Like I'm letting common infected get hits on me, right? And every time they hit you, that first hit is 20, right? Like this game's not to be really fucked with. Like it's really kind of like hard to deal with, right? And those pills are there sometimes, sometimes not, right? But like that's the good part about knowing these maps and like playing it so much. It's like you're gonna start understanding when things are gonna be some places. Like in that RV, there's always some stuff usually. And sometimes I usually wait in there, right? But I noticed there wasn't a horde. I was worried about my pace of play, so I didn't want to go in there and wait out another horde of 3 common infected when I could go ahead and get to the next spot, you know. And so that, I mean that's. So, I mean, I took off, I come in here, I grab a corner, I wait for my teammates to come in. Coach, he's got a health pack, so he's low on health, but he can definitely heal. Like, everything up to this point is looking good. And so, I'm basically kind of worried again about if there's going to be a witch or tank right out here. Usually there is, but luckily, again, there was not. And so, I mean, you know, that's why I kind of feel like I wish I would have saved, because I didn't save any of my rounds where I lost or got close. And I think that's my biggest regret when I come back to making these videos, is because you won't understand how lucky I got in this round until you try it for yourself. And it just goes to show, like, if the game gives you an opportunity of an easier round when it comes to witches and tanks, like, you take advantage of it. And if you do mess up or happen to mess up when it's like one of those rounds, don't get frustrated, because if you play enough, like that round will come again, and remember what it was like, right? Like you got through all the way to here with nothing, right? Like time to lock in. Like this is going to be the round where you have the chance of having the highest amount of health at the end. You can also go up these stairs right here. Like not in here, right? I went and checked, and I don't know. I guess I was still worried about pace of play again. I don't know, but I didn't go upstairs. There's usually some stuff upstairs, right? Didn't do that. There's a hole you can drop into. If the witch is ever in this house, you can always go upstairs, right? Because then you can it makes it easier to get around her. But yeah, I mean, things are pretty simple. I'm trying to keep my pace of play up. I probably should have looked around a little more before going out the door, but like, and sometimes it is good. Like, it's good now that it's done. I go back and I watch this because I can kind of critique myself. So if I ever wanted to do it on another campaign, I will. I think me getting caught by the smoker right there is a good example of the difference between me and Comchick. You know, I think Comchick, you'll see that the minute they get snagged up by a smoker, they are aiming that direction shooting. My reactions just weren't fast enough. Probably was tired. I don't know. I don't want to make excuses, but you know, that's my excuse. Yeah, that kind of just shows you, like, anybody can beat this game. It's hardest achievement, right? I really believe that. Like, if reload, and I think also, like, you know, speedrunning is great, and it's especially great for the last level. I did it on the last level, but for the majority of the game, like, you need your AI teammates to bail you out in those situations. When you go down this tunnel, the thing about this is you just, oh my God, you're going straight, right? Like, don't, like, turn and look, but just know, like, I went back, readjusted in the tunnel, and you just go straight. If you hear a charger or a smoker, I would even wait in the tunnel because it's a good pinch point. Your team can watch your back, you can watch the front, and I'd wait before the charger or smoker. You kill it before, because if it takes you off your path, it's really hard to find that ladder. And sadly, you just saw how I came out of the vents. There's usually always a special infected rating right there for you as you come out the ladder. I'll tell you, it would be real bad. Let's go on your feet. So right here, this is like a weird situation, right? Like, you don't want to use your shotgun up here, but Coach is about to die, and I had to clear him quick, so I used my shotgun. But the rule of thumb is when you come up here, like, try to kill the special infected with the shotgun, but you do not want to hit the cores, right? Because it'll bring a horde, and it's like, it makes a big deal about it. I actually get an achievement at the end of this round too for not hitting one of the cores, right? Lucky spawn, witch, right? So, get to walk right around the witch. You don't get to lose any of your teammates. That's the worst part about a witch, is that usually if she's blocking a narrow hallway, you're going to lose one of your teammates. Or you're going to alert her and she's going to kill you. I think one critique I'll have of myself right here, I think I take too long up here. You know, I'm waiting for my teammate to get up here and heal. But, you know, the pace of play and stuff, I try to keep that in the back of my head. I want you guys, when to play, to think about that. Like, you don't want levels taking really long. The longer the level goes, the less chance you have. I know I said that about 5 times. Give me a break. It's my first YouTube video. I'm not too used to talking to myself. But, you know, damn smoker got me. It's all good. But luckily, we've killed quite a few common special infected. I don't rush this part. You know, I think, you know, like, I want to save that Molotov. Obviously, if I can get a pipe bomb or a boomer bile, I'd choose that any day. But there's really no reason to waste that right here. I'm going to wait until I kill that hunter, because, you know, like, up there is, like, such an advantage. Like, things can come behind you. Like, if another horde comes, you can still manage your health, right? And if you watch, we get to kill the jockey right here. And when that hunter comes and we kill the hunter, you're going to see... we get to kill a charger, too. Forgot about that. And then, once I kill that hunter, I say, okay, we just killed 3 special infected. They're probably going to... And we kind of space it out a little bit. It's probably a good time to take off, right? I go for this garage because sometimes there's good stuff in there. I think I pick up this other shotgun. I'm not sure, but that's a good spot. And, like, you're gonna want to look like look for the good shotguns, right? Like the shotgun I have right now is okay, but the one on the ground right there, I really hope I picked it up. Can't remember. It's good, but you know, that's another mistake you make, right? But like, you know, I'm getting to the cemetery. I know this is the last part of the game.
Starting to worry me.
Like,
I can get you up, or you go down
I'm
again.
ready to make a run for it, and I'm probably not making the best decisions because I'm excited that I'm in a good spot, right? I have 54 health, and at this point, you know, I told you that I'm going to let you know when to keep your teammates alive, when to let them die. This is a situation where you're not too worried about your teammates, right? Like, you want them alive to distract the special infected, but if they go down, they die, like, you're so close to the end, it's like you just need 1 or 2 to distract the tank or the witch at the end, right? And the tank could come right now, and it's happened to me where the tank comes right here when you hit this part right here. And whether the tank spawns right now or at the end, just speedrun it, right? Like, your team's basically dead. There's no way you're gonna kill it. If it spawns here, speedrun to the end. And when you go through this cemetery, the easiest way to not get lost is you stay to the left. So you run towards the end, you stay to the left, you find little pinch points, and like, I'm like, I want to move faster, but I'm trying to play smart, right? I'm like, if I have my teammates, I'm going to try to keep them with me for as long as I can. I don't know. I don't know if speedrunning would have been the better option here. I don't know if you should speedrun at this point, because I really do think by keeping my teammates alive, even though they're kind of a liability right now, I do think it benefited us really much at the end. So I burned my Molotov cocktail here because I know this is the end of the cemetery, right? I'm not going to use that on the tank. I'm not going to try to kill the tank. It could be a witch at the end. I didn't get that lucky spawn at the end, but I still ended up making it through. But go ahead and burn that. You know, if you have a pipe bomb, I would wait to burn it a little further up, but a Molotov's not really going to help you once the tank spawns, right? Like, if anything, it can just block your path. So here's the tank. It spawns. I kind of got my teammates up there. I know it's running up there. Every time you get to this door, there's going to be a special infected. Just start shooting early. That's what I did. I didn't even necessarily see that it was a boomer or a hunter. I just knew something was going to spawn because I got caught there twice, and it's really frustrating to get caught right 10 feet away from the door. But for some reason, tank, witch, whatever, doesn't matter. When you are running to the safe room, they're going to put 2 special, it's always been 2 special infected right there at the door. I wish I picked up the better shotgun, or I probably would have killed the hunter too. But just, I mean, pre-fire, right? Like, that's what people do on their online multiplayer games. So, you know, just be ready. It's not going to be smooth sailing to get to that door. Even if you enjoyed the tank, be ready for that. That's a mistake. Like, that probably put me back 2 or 3 hours before, once it happened to me twice, I knew, hey, that's what's going to happen again, right? So that's how I was able to get through that level, you know, thankfully. This is level 4, right? We got past the cemetery. This is the quarter. I'm going to just tell you guys right now, this is the hardest one, or was for me. But it was hard because I didn't really use stuff right until I did, right? And you'll see about that later. But just know, rule of thumb, do not use your health pack until I tell you later in the round, right? I'm going to tell you at what point you won't health. But, like, you're better off walking through this first part. If you have a bad start, you're better off walking through with 20% health at the beginning than you know, using your health pack too early, right? You want to, this is also the level where you want to most protect your team. And you have a lot of opportunities too, like stairways are good, anything where it's like narrow. I think you see, I'm going to come out here, I'm going to hop across there, I'm going to wait there for a little bit. It's good spots to keep your teammates alive. And keeping your teammates alive is the name of the game on this one. And so a tank can spawn in this alley, or a witch, but I know you're going to get tired of hearing me say this, but I keep getting lucky on the levels I get through, right? And I want you to keep that in mind when you're not getting lucky, that it's going to happen, right? You can literally have a tank right here, and then you're gonna go 50 yards forward in between an alley, and then there's gonna be a witch that's blocking the whole alley, right? And you're gonna play it, and you're gonna be like, dude, this is impossible. There's no beating this level. But then go back, watch my gameplay, know, hey, if I play this, even though it sucks doing that, if I play this 50 times, I'm eventually going to get this level where there's no witch, no tank for the first half of the game. And why is it like that? I don't know, but I'll fucking take it, right? And you will too. And when you get through that scenario and you're hitting this exact scenario that's in my gameplay, odds are you're going to know exactly what's coming for you too, right? No tank, no nothing. Keep your corners. And that's a good corner. I like going in that corner. I like clearing that. And then I go to the end of I'll go to the end, and I always check on top of all the pool tables too. There's usually something on top. I always take a small like break in this room, right? Because you can, for some reason, the special infected like to come at the bottom of that window or right through that door, and you can pretty much do what we did on that bridge earlier. You're kind of waiting until you kill the special infected and kind of the horde dies down before you make your next move. And so
Guns here.
It's nice, quiet. I'm not hearing anything. Boom. It's a spitter. That one's not that bad. But I'm not hearing any other special infected at the moment. I still think that was the right time to move. And I think I said it earlier, maybe not, but having a good pair of headphones is your best friend, because it can.
It's a goddamn maze.
If you're just playing through your TV, it's sometimes kind of hard to hear where that sound's coming from, right? Usually in this place too, in this house, a tank or a witch will spawn, but nothing yet, right? So like, I don't know, like, you know, I think the good thing about my gameplay, and that I hope y'all see, is that every now and then the game is going to give you a game where it's very beatable and very easy, right? And you just gotta be like, you know, the games where you get tanks and witches early, like, I would never tell you not to just force yourself to die and start over. I think you learn a lot from those games.
You know what? We can.
But you know, when you are looking at it and you're realizing, hey, this gameplay is very similar to the one that Mason beat. Like, no, you have to lock it in and try extra hard, or really focus on your teammates' help. All right. So in this scenario, this corner is your best friend. I was watching Com Chick, and when they did their speed run, they stayed in this corner. If you have to heal or anything, you do it now before you go alert the horde, right? Before you go to the tractor. And then I'd say about 60% of the time, these gas cans spawn. This is the part where I think I will help people save themselves a lot of time in the campaign, right? Because I didn't do this for like the first 4 hours playing this game, or playing this level, right? I played this level for a long time. I actually quit day 1 on this level and had to come back to it day 2. Like, I was just like so fed up, right? Putting those gas cans exactly where I put them is going to save you so much. And grab a Molotov. No more pipe bomb, Molotov for this at this point. And so look at your teammates. Make sure they're all over 50 health. You're really hoping they are, because, and you're gonna see, I'm gonna sit here and wait right here, right? I know my teammates are fast, right? But if one of your teammates is not, you're gonna want to sprint to that tractor to turn it on and sprint back, because the important thing is that your teammates get to those stairs. If they have low health and they move too slow, they're never going to make it to those stairs, and it's going to be really frustrating. And so that's why your health and your team, it's so important to have everybody to have health at that point, right? If you make it to this point and your team has that kind of health that we're looking at, and I'm not talking 100% each, but like everybody over 50, you know you're going to have a good round. And you're kind of seeing now why I put the fire things right there. And you're going to watch that, having that and then using the Molotov, it's going to kill like 3 or 4 special infected. And that's like we can always handle the horde, right? Like the horde is supposed to be the easy part. It's the special infected that are hard. And by using those gas tanks and Molotovs, you're gonna save yourself a lot of time or a lot of health by not having to deal with chargers and spitters and stuff getting on you.
Shoot the armored zombies in the back.
Yep. So I'm going to throw that Molotov at some point. I think I'm waiting for the second round of the horde to come through. And I'm pretty sure I'm probably about to throw it now. Yep, now. So you can see that second horde coming through, right? And I'm pretty sure from this second fire throw, I get, yep, killed a spitter. And I think I killed one more thing with it, I believe. Yep, killed the hunter. So this is the hardest part of the game, and I've basically done nothing. I've let the fire do the work, and I've kept the horde on, right? And so now it's time to make your move, right? And your team has health, everything's looking good. If you are like this at this point, you know you're having a good game. I kind of mess up right here, I think. I get hit by something, I believe. Yep. And luckily, I used my teammates as a wall. I got 2 in front, 1 behind. This is how you use your AI teammates. So you have time to heal.
You hear that, Boomer?
For the rest of this, don't speedrun it. You have your 3 teammates. You know, you have your 3 teammates. All y'all's health is good. You don't have extra health, but if you use them correctly, like there's no reason to try to like have good pace, but don't abandon them and take off running by yourself because you're so excited that you're getting close to the end, right? Like all your hard work of keeping them healthy and defending them and all that, it's all for that, right?
Grabbing a pipe bomb.
And don't slice them like I did. But, you know, like I said, I'm not the best player. And I think that's why this guide is going to help a lot of people because I'm not a top 100 player of anything in the world, right? So if I can do it, so can everybody else. I think also I have the worst pipe throw of all time right here too. So, and then, you know, I got caught by the charger right there. Maybe if you're going to push a corner, don't push a corner directly away from like, a door. So, if you watch Comchick's video too, you're going to see that the witch spawns down there. And I'm lucky I didn't accidentally shoot her when I was killing the boomer. But so I'm excited, right? Like at this point, I think that's the last thing till the very end. And so don't make that mistake because at this point I said, okay, there she is. I got my team with me. Rochelle Ellis got great health. I got great health with the pain pills. I was like, I'm going to move at a good pace, and I'm going to kind of go from room to room, kind of clear out pretty quick. I don't want no surprises. But I'm, you know, with excitement, you're going to make mistakes. I made mistakes. I'm getting hit by regular infected. But I know all I got to do is go down this alley and around that tractor trailer over there. And I'm at the safe house, right? So I am rushing. Like, I'm obviously excited. I think I got it beat. And there's a spitter. Kill the spitter. Guess what? They got to throw a tank at the end, right? But this is why you keep your teammates alive. They don't even have to have a lot of health, right? You get behind them. Once the tank targets them, you get past, you run for the end. Right? You keep that shotgun ready too. In case any special infected are between you and the door. Once you get in that door, close it.
Shoot the shit out of that thing.
Gonna heal.
Again, stay closer to the door in case somebody, one of the AIs come busting in. You know, I think I'm shooting here trying to kill Rochelle because her health's below 50 anyways. And there's so many health packets before the bridge that, you know, and the tank can't get in the door, so, you know, at this point, I'm jumping for joy. I just spent probably, out of the 10 hours, I bet you I spent 5 hours on this one level. And
at least I made it.
And I actually got scared when the tank started punching through the door. I was like, oh man, I don't want it to glitch. But, like, at this point, I pretty much know I'm going to beat the achievement. It's just a matter of beating the last level. And so this is where I give the biggest props to Comchick. They deserve all credit for me beating this last level because I speedran it exactly how they did. And I want you, if you're playing it, to do it as well. Because it took me less than 10 tries to beat this last level. And all I did was exactly what they did. And yeah, I guess you could say I could do that for every level, right? But this level is straight. It's just a straight shot, right? Like, it's the easiest one that you can speedrun, right? So this is the only one I would actually encourage you to try to speedrun. And I'm going to, you got, like, I wish I had the katana, but I got a blade. And hopefully by the time you've been through all 5 levels, you have the katana or the hat or the machete, right? And I healed up all my teammates. I don't think you have to do that. I just did it every time. I don't know why. I just felt more comfortable if they had more health. I don't think you have to do that, but maybe do it if it's fucking you over.
Hello?
It almost fucked me over in the end.
You heard the man. Let's get across the goddamn
But so,
bridge.
as soon as this gate drops, hit yourself with adrenaline. Once you're halfway past the second bus, throw the pipe bomb. And you're just going to go down this left alley. And if you watch Comchick's video, he does the same exact thing. I copied him to a T. The only difference between mine and his is I stopped to use my health pack in the middle.
Alright, y'all, let's go.
So here's the first bus. Throw it now. I threw it probably a little late. I don't know. And just keep going down that alley. And, you know, this is my best front. I made a mistake there. If I would have sprayed more, I would have gotten through there a lot quicker, right? And I wouldn't have these guys coming at me in the open. I would have a pinch between there and 2, right? That's how you do it. You see how I just exploded? That's how you use that combat shotgun. So, if you're having trouble speedrunning, what my strategy was before was that I'd get to this point, I'd wait for my team to catch back up, and then I'd try to beat them less legitly. But I saw Ellis go down, so I said, it's like no different than having a tank in the middle of the game, right? I see Ellis go down, I say, okay, they're probably not going to make it back to me. I said, screw it, I'll try to speedrun it, right? Like, when in doubt, if tank spawns or your teammates are down early and you're down to 1 teammate, just, oops, sorry about the bottle. Just speedrun, right? Like, what's the worst that can happen? You're gonna die. Well, hey, you know, like at least if you do a speedrun and then you have a good idea, or you almost make it, now you know that's an option, right? And that's what I did. And always hop up back here and get your adrenaline needles, right? The adrenaline needles gives you that extra speed. Dodge the tank. I was like, oh fuck, like I might actually be able to speedrun this, right? I hit it. I'm super ahead. My only worries now are obviously that, but I get around that quite easily. And then I remember from watching Comchick's video that on top of this military car over here is going to be a pipe bomb, right? So I take it, turn, throw, deuces. Now when you get down here towards the end, you're going to look for an orange sign right there. That's where you know to jump down at because there's space. I aimed for that orange thing. I think Comchick hit the white thing. I think, but I knew I wouldn't die from hitting the orange thing. And this is where it kind of hurt me that my teammates had so much health. I had to wait it out, right? So at this point, hard speeding. I said, "Holy shit! I just speedran this thing." But now I gotta wait for my team to all get down, and nothing's coming, and then all of a sudden things start coming. And I'm going to start hearing a charger in my comms, right? I suggest staying about that distance right there, right? So that way if a hunter or anything's coming to run in, you start shooting them as soon as they come into your view and walk backwards. Because a charger, it ended up working out pretty easy. The charger was easy to kill. But if it's like anything else, like a jockey or a hunter, you know, like I could have had a tougher time, but that's it. You did it, right? Or I did it. I'll let the credits roll so you can see. I think it'll tell you like the 10 hours, the number of deaths, special infected killed, and there's me getting the achievement. Hopefully that'll be you once you watch this video. As this rolls, I'm gonna do a little bit of an outro. Again, I want to thank Comchick. Hopefully they see this video, they understand that they helped me out a shit ton on unlocking this. And then if you have any other ideas that you want me to do, like if you want me to do any more Left 4 Dead 2 achievements, or if there's any other game that has like a super hard achievement that less than 2% of players have gotten, like please like comment down below or comment any other ideas of like, hey, like this is a really good new game out, I want to just see a walkthrough of the campaign. You don't necessarily have to beat it on expert. Like anything that you can think of, please comment and I'll keep trying to make videos. Hopefully this one does well. I'll let this roll all the way out. Again, my name's Mason. I'll probably make it if this video goes good, I might make an Instagram for my gaming account, but really, like, you don't even have to watch the video all the way through. Just kind of click to the parts so you can watch the levels that you need help with. Don't feel like you have to share, subscribe, or anything. Like, if you do, I appreciate it, but like, this is just my first video, and really, when I was trying to find like YouTube videos on how to beat the game on expert and get that achievement, I think a lot of YouTubers they have, or streamers, I guess, like they like to show you that they beat it, but they don't really show you how. So I guess that was my inspiration behind this. I said that's probably a niche I can hit. Like instead of like keeping the secret and just showing you that I did it, like if I can help more people beat it, like that was my goal with this. So anyways, thank you guys so much. Please comment below anything that y'all want me to try. I will try.